In the All About Me challenge assignment, you will show your skills that you learned when looking in the basics of the Introduction to CoSpaces. You will be creating a space called All About Me. It must include the following: at least 2 different scenes, each one representing something different about you. Each scene must have an environment. There must be a text box for each item in the scene labeling what it is. At least 5 objects from the library are uploaded that represent your scene. Format the objects and add animations. So first thing you're going to do is click on this Google form, and you're going to turn in and tell me your name, and you're going to tell me what those objects are or your items are. So for example, I might say I'm going to do one about sports. So that's one thing about me, and I'm going to do one thing about music, because those are 2 things for me. And then I'm going to hit submit. So that's the first part of the assignment done. Then I'm going to go back and I'm going to log into CoSpaces. I am going to create myself a space. Now, anytime you create a space, it will show up here. So if you've already created a space for All About Me, don't make a new one. But when I first want to create one, I'll do create a space, and this is going to be a 3D environment. So I'm going to do an empty scene. It's going to create my space. And over here, I will open up where I can see all my different scenes, and I will change this from CoSpaces to All About Me. And I'm going to add a scene because I said I needed 2 scenes, and I'm going to add an empty scene. So here I have in my scene sorter my 2 scenes, and I'm going to name them sports and music. So I've got it named so I realize it when I go to home. Here's my All About Me, and I won't make one again. So if I go back and look at the assignment, I'm supposed to have 2 scenes and at least 5 different things from the scenes. So I can go to my objects library, and I'm going to see if there's anything related to sports in here. So I'm going to hit search. I'm going to go sports. Okay, so there's someone playing tennis. I'm not really a tennis player, but let's pretend I am. So all I do to add something to the scene is drag it in. Okay, if I wanted to search for something, I could click on the search button right here, and I can search. A few things about doing the web search. When you click on the web search, it is looking for images. They are not 3D models. If you want to click on 3D models, you can search for them out on the web and upload them here, but you have to have found them already. So if you want to search for a video, if you want to add a video or add sound or add 3D models, you need to download them first. If you want to just search for a flat image, you can do a web search and then type in what you're looking for. So I can type in swimming and hit search, and you click and drag the pictures up. They are not 3-dimensional, they come in as a flat image. If you want to search for a 3D model, possibly, you can go out into the web and do a search. So you can look here on this page, there's panorama pictures and things like that. You can also just do a Google search and see what you can find. 3D model files of football. Okay, so I can look for search and see. Okay, so here's a 3D model of football. And you can then download them, save them to your computer. And remember, I cannot promise what they're going to look like when you bring in. So you'll just have to bring it in and see. So what I then can do is I can go to 3D models and I can upload. Here are the file formats: OBJ, MTL, FBX, and zip. I click upload. and see what happens. So it's a risk. I don't know where it came, but you can find your own files as well. So to get back to the assignment, once you have your 5 objects, you need a text box for each item. You need to format and add animation. So I'm going to show you that on one. So here's my tennis player. To add a text box, I know it sounds weird, it's under building. Don't know why, but they are. You have 3 different choices of how you want your font to look. Simply click one and drag it up to where you want. Double click on it and you've got your different things. Text will replace it if you want it in the box. There it says tennis. I can change the font if I want to make it bigger. Notice there's nothing for size. So now it says tennis. You might be saying, well, what's this little thing? Well, what you can also do is you can have it look like someone's saying something, or thinking something. So I could say, I am so good. Okay? So what it does is it puts this speech bubble here, so you can actually move it up so it looks like your person is saying it. So there's 3 different ways of text to show up. You've got in the text for typing it, in a speech bubble, or think bubble. It's all double click, speech, and think or say. That's how you do the first requirement of the text boxes. Formatting your object, you do need to use objects from your library to be able to format them. Click right on the object and you have different things that you can do. So we've got material, and that's what I mean by format. In this case, you can change the shirt, the pants, the skin. All you have to do is click on pants, click on skin, click on hair, click on eyes, and now I have my person custom. I can even go in and see how I change them. That's what I mean by formatting. So all the things that you need to do in the assignment, what they're talking about, formatting or animations. Sorry, that was my dog, you guys. You double click on your object, okay? So, is also right here. There are different things that depending on your character, they can do. They can react in a different way. So it's a different body shape. So it's double click. And you go into your animations. You can do their posture, how you want them to be sitting. And like I said, it depends on the object as to what your animation options are. But take a peek and you can see all your different options. So when I hit play, the person animates. Okay? So basically that's really it for your assignment. Make sure you use 5 objects from the library or upload that represent your scene, but you need to be able to format your objects and add animations, and those need to be objects that you picked from the library. If you upload something, so for example, if I went into my files and I have this Charlie Brown picture, again, notice if I double click on it, I do not have the options for materials or animation. So you do need to use objects that are within the program for that part.